The video, if you weren't watching before, the video is basically some drama again. Pokimane's manager or some guy that's like higher up in the Twitch industry is like going around the city, like basically clout chasing, talking about some, yeah, me and Pokimane, she was slobbing on my quantum realms. You know, he was going crazy, just, you know, saying some crazy shit. You know, basically saying, yeah, me and her, we locked in. You know, so, and then now, I guess a lot of information is being told that he's a freak. He's a freaky frog.
To what?
Excuse me.
Like, how does that further his goal of
slobbing on my quantum realms?
I guess.
Run that back.
Weird
let's go.
situation involving Pokimane and a creepy employee of a major company, and it's left me feeling the same way I felt when I was a young sprout that watched Inception for the first time. Confused. Usually when I'm talking about things on the internet, I like to set the dinner table to prepare all of you for the meal we're about to consume together, give you like little cliff notes on what the whole thing is about, but in this case, I just can't. My tiny little smooth reptile brain can't fully grasp what exactly happened here. It's such a wild web of wacky, shady, sketchy shit.
Bro, my game is stronger.
It's just not computing in my little noodle here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start playing some of the clips and do my best to break it down, because it's a really interesting and strange case of someone doing something similar.
Leaking privileged information he gathered from his job, as well as threatening to harm himself if these girls turned against him. He is well networked in the industry, he knows many streamers, he has helped us with many things. This was someone that we were genuinely grateful for their help. A few months ago, a few girls in my community came forward to me with some concerns and asked to speak to my manager. They proceeded to send my manager countless screenshots and videos of their conversation with him, proving the lying and manipulation that was going on.
The more Pokimane explains this person, the more I picture them as an unhealthily obsessed parasocial weirdo Reddit fanfic loser drooling all over themselves for a streamer because they're so delusional that they think they're entitled to a relationship with him because they donate money. But in this case, that stalker creep type actually had power. According to Pokimane, this was someone that they had worked with for multiple years now, and had actually used confidential information from their conversations to try and manipulate Pokimane's female viewers into liking him somehow. This is where his supervillain plan makes no sense to me. It is more confusing than quantum science. So his plan is to reach out to Pokimane's female viewers and let them know that he is dating and having sex with Pokimane, and then fabricating screenshots to prove it. It makes no sense. We're dividing by 0, trying to understand what this guy's thought process was. Pokimane explains that he would reach out to the female viewers, inform them of his relationship to her, and then what? Like, what was his end goal? I don't get it. Like, if it was other streamers,
go ahead, steal that.
Almost understand it, where he reached out to them to try and, like, form some kind of business relationship. Like, oh, hey, I saw you in Pokimane's chat. Well, I actually fuck her. So, you know, you can trust me. I know what I'm doing. And I also work at this company. Like, that would almost make sense, and I guess maybe that is part of...
Wait, that's actually crazy. Be like... Nah, that's actually wild as fuck. Just going around. That's like some middle school shit. Be like, yeah, we kissed. Yeah, we're dating. Nah, solving on my quantum realms work so because in 5... Yo, you're weird. Ah, you're a freak. This motherfucker looked into the lore. He looked deep into that shit, bro. You're a fucking nerd. Sometimes I wonder, bro, who's more nerd, bro? If we were to go band for band on nerd activity, bro, like, Wes, you just got the glasses to complete it, bro. You just got the glasses to slap off of, bro. Wes, bro, literally is cock politicking, bro. Oh, nah, bro, the Schmeat scientist. Oh, hell nah.
Of it, but she doesn't single out that he only reached out to streamers. He apparently reached out to just anyone in her chat that was female. So, like, this guy was casting the widest net imaginable, just swiping right on everyone on Tinder in Pokimane's chat. And then letting them know that he's dating her and they're sexually active, making love together. I guess.
Making love
and
is
then
wild.
he'd even trauma dump by saying that he's suicidal in order to try and force them into a sympathetic situation where they'd feel obligated to communicate with him and stay in touch with him. Otherwise, they'd be afraid that he'd fucking kill himself, throw himself off of a goddamn rooftop or something if they ignored his Discord message. Like, this guy is just a fucking weirdo scumbag, and his plan doesn't make any sense.
So basically, he would reach out to girls that he knew were like in my chat or viewers of mine. He would approach them, and because of his connections with streamers and the company he worked at, he seemed like a very trustworthy individual. He would then tell the girls that he's suicidal and deals with mental health issues, which of course would garner him a lot of sympathy. And again, these girls are so sweet, so of course they would hear him out. And then once he felt that he gained their trust enough, he would start sharing these photoshopped Discord conversations with me. Like, he would share it with them, but they were of me and him, as well as making up like wild stories about me. He acted like he knew and hung out with me and my friends in person. This is someone I've never met.
Again, what the fuck was his plan? It doesn't make sense. If his whole thing is about...
Nah, the suicide riz is fucking berserkian, bro. That's like some quantum realm. I don't know what some of this quantum realm shit, man. That's some shit you would find in the quantum realm, bro. Nah, bro. Telling people you suicidal and then like be like, yo, yeah, me and Pokimane, we fuck. You want to see the screenshots? And then doctoring them, yo, bull, brother. What is his end game? What is his goal?
I'm dating Pokimane, so you can trust me, and I also work at this company, so you can like turbo trust me. Give me a big fist bump. I'm just here looking out for you. I saw you in her chat, and I thought, man, being the benevolent saint I am, I can help this girl. That's why I'm reaching out to you. But then what? Like, you're already conveying your inner relationship with someone, so why would they then be enticed to try and like, hook up with you if that's the goal? If
Dude,
the goal
Nitro
was,
is
like,
such a cool word.
or whatever. It just, none of it makes any sense at all. This is like actual, like, deranged lunacy.
He fabricated all of this just to manipulate these girls. He claimed that his relationship with me made him suicidal, and he used this to make the girls feel like they couldn't turn their backs on him. He told elaborate stories of our alleged sexual encounters in detail to girls that are like in my community, use like inappropriate photos, like nudes that weren't of me, and he would send them to the girls and say that it was me. He also leaked confidential information to these girls to gain their trust.
What a master scheme from Megamind here.
Bruh.
Hey, here's Pokimane's nudes. So, do you want to work with me? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah,
so he'd
what was
Photoshop
he
nudes
cooking?
or deepfake nudes, potentially, and claim that they're Pokimanes to the girls in her community to try and manipulate them into being his friend and then romantically getting involved with him. Like, how does that work? Like, how does sending nudes claiming that they're Pokimane lead to those girls you're sending them to being like, wow, I can't wait to fuck this guy. This guy's having sex with Pokimane. I need to have sex with this guy. Like, what in tardation is going on here?
What in tardation?
This dude ate way too much glue growing up and then got addicted to porn or something because what the fuck? It doesn't.
This is a whole bunch of malarkey.
Sense. Now, it's not that I'm.
What the hell are you talking about?
I absolutely do believe this happened, and it does highlight an issue where when someone like this guy does get in a position of power, they have the ability to abuse it. She mentions that he'd leak confidential information. She goes on to give an example where he would leak what she'd make off of a brand deal. So he would tell these girls in Pokimane's community, here's what Pokimane's making off of this brand deal. As a way of being like transparent and making it seem like, wow, this guy knows his shit. So he would leak confidential shit, which you can't do, obviously, and faking the nudes and everything in order to, for some reason, manipulate them into wanting to be with him. All of it is so fucking weird. So bizarre.
Afterwards,
Some would say that shit is berserk.
Try to develop romantic and sexual relationships with these girls. After gaining their trust, he would hit on them, offer to fly them out, meet up in person, buy them gifts. ask for inappropriate photos of them after sending them fake inappropriate photos of me.
This is so fucking stupid. This guy is an absolute imbecile. Here's some naked photos of pokimane. Now, can you send me pictures of your boobies? I'd like to see your titties, please. Madame, would you like to come out to my neck of the woods? I'll fly you out, and we can discuss more of Pokimane's nudes together. Because, as you know, I'm in a sexual relationship
That
with
is
her, of
sick.
course. Like, none of it makes sense. Like, it is so wild and such a shitty thing to do, and it doesn't even make sense why he'd do it in the first place, because the plan itself is nonsensical. It's so weird. So weird. So he disclosed the confidential information about, like, brand deals and money like that after reaching out, like, cold calling like a fucking telemarketer to just women in Pokimane's chat to try and earn their trust through pretending to be suicidal and in a relationship with Pokimane, and then somehow that's supposed to translate to them flying out to him to have sex.
Yeah, no, that's fucked.
How?
What was he cooking? Maybe this is his plan got, like, interrupted.
So fucking weird. So yeah, I just wanted to go over this because I've been racking my brain on it for a couple hours now. I heard this, or I saw these clips a couple hours ago, and I've just been stewing on it, just marinating, trying to really get a grasp on what the fuck actually was going on in this dude's fucking brain to do this goofy shit. It's so weird. So I just wanted to share it. That's about it. See ya.
See ya.